On December 25, 2021 at 8:20 p.m., the modern telescope was launched into orbit. Little did we know that Christmas Day would herald in a new era. It was the beginning of a record-breaking discovery in cosmology. Have you heard of this technological feat? The James Webb Space Telescope has generated a lot of excitement in the scientific community. It did something no other telescope has ever done in history. It observed a galaxy from billions of years ago. Don't let that figure scare you. It takes a very long time for light to travel from these ridiculously remote corners of our universe. You're just seeing images from a spectacular time in its history. Space scientists have reminded us that we're capable of great things. Let's take a break from our daily routine and explore the world beyond what we know. The Hubble Space Telescope.
And liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery with the Hubble Space Telescope, our window on the universe.
If you remember the Hubble telescope, you cannot help but think about all its astonishing discoveries. The Hubble Space Telescope has been in space for more than 30 years and has made countless discoveries. The world is changing at an incredible pace. Imagine how technology advances along with the greatest minds thousands of years from now. Take the director of the Space Telescope Science Institute, for example. Astronomer Robert Williams said to believe. In 1995, he wanted to point the Hubble Space Telescope at the sky in a short span of time. Guess what? Will it take 100 hours for a mere telescope to unearth the vast space? Well, the good news is, it's possible. Williams says that scientific discovery requires risk. Despite the discouragement and doubts from his own colleagues, the Hubble Space Telescope shattered the long-held stereotype of the vast emptiness of space. Instead, it revealed that this void was actually filled with galaxies. More than 3,000 galaxies poured out of this region, some as old as 12 billion years ago. This photograph is known as the famous Hubble Deep Field. It's a stunning example of the immensity and beauty of the universe. Although it looks like just a black picture to the naked eye, the Hubble Deep Field actually contains thousands and thousands of galaxies. The combined light from all these galaxies creates a bright spot that's about 2,000 times brighter than our Sun. It's astonishing to think about how many stars are in each of these galaxies, and even more astonishing to think about how far away from us they are. The Hubble Deep Field has become an icon for astronomers and astrophysicists. It's because it demonstrates how much more there is to know about our universe and what we can learn from studying it. It has revolutionized our understanding of the universe. Now it's time for us to upgrade into a new age of exploration. Well, guess what? The James Webb Space Telescope will overpower everything you thought about the Hubble telescope and cosmology in general. In contrast to the 100-hour wait for images from the Hubble Space Telescope, James Webb Space Telescope delivers higher quality images in just one day. We've heard about the Hubble Space Telescope, but apart from all those vast discoveries it entails, it's safe to say that we want more. Astronomers never stopped discovering, so they took advantage of the technology.
Biggest and most expensive science instrument ever sent into space, and it could help answer some of your most pressing questions about the universe.
Thanks to the huge investment of NASA, now we welcome the newborn era of the modern telescope, which is no other than the $10 billion James Webb Telescope. The James Webb Space Telescope. Did you know that when you look at a star, you're actually looking back in time? Yes, it's true. One of the most important concepts in cosmology is that light travels in a finite speed. This is because the light from that star has traveled across space until it reaches your sight. Imagine it like you were to start watching a movie. The first part would leave you questioning what's going to happen. But if you watch long enough and pay attention, eventually everything will make sense again and you'll get caught up in the story. The major catch is like smashing the major button of rewind. What if you could start watching from the beginning? That's exactly what astronomers are doing now with the James Webb Telescope. We're going back in time, peering through clouds of dust and gas to get a glimpse of how things were when our universe was simpler and more uniform than it is today. But how much truth is there behind this claim? It's just mind-blowing to know that the newest discovery is from more than 33 billion years ago. Imagine that! In a span of 30 years, the James Webb Space Telescope was built. In contrast with the Hubble telescope, it's 100 times more powerful and much larger in size. The telescope, which works in the infrared spectrum, will be able to see distant objects clearly. It can also see some things that are too far away for other telescopes to see. Albert Einstein pioneered the astrophysics theory of relativity. It tackles that the light being distant to us is more stretched in line. That line becomes more infrared, or otherwise known as the redshift. This means that the redder the object, the more distant and old it was. And speaking of oldness, did you know that the James Webb Space Telescope has discovered the oldest known galaxy, breaking its own previous records? Galaxy Class Z13. It is truly unfathomable when one considers the vast distances between our planet and the galaxies that have been discovered. After several record-breaking discoveries of the James Webb Space Telescope, astronomers have been thrilled to unlock more discoveries that were never seen before. The latest discovery, named Galaxy Class Z13, is the oldest galaxy yet discovered. It's an evolutionary discovery that could unlock more depths of precision of the universe. In fact, it could either change or upgrade the system knowledge of modern cosmology. With its data and results, I bet you'll be more fascinated. This is because the James Webb Space Telescope is powerful enough to see the oldest galaxy. I'm about to say an unimaginable length of light, and that is 13.4 billion years. You heard it right. It'll take 13.4 billion years of the Galaxy Class Z13's light to travel our planet. And what if I tell you that 13.4 billion years adds up to more years? In fact, it's now 33 billion light years from us. This is because of the expansion of the universe. Observations show that the universe before was clustered together. Further evidence of this phenomenon can be found. In fact, as time goes by, everything in space is moving apart. If one could go back in time, he or she would find that the galaxies were once close together, which supports the Big Bang Theory's claim that all matter was once contained in a single place. In terms of its distance, the calculation of Galaxy Class Z13 from Earth was about 15 million kilometers away. Thanks to the James Webb Space Telescope, it was able to see the farthest galaxy. Remember that the farther the galaxy, the redder it is. This means that farther away also means farther back in time, or when the universe was younger. As a result, astronomers of the Cosmic Evolution Early Release Science, or CEERS, survey that Galaxy Class Z12 existed just when the universe was just 300 million years old. It was also suspected that this galaxy was formed after the Big Bang. Despite being accepted through cosmological unity, Big Bang Theory was widely speculated. A controversy arose that James Webb Space Telescope disproves it. Does this mean that astronomers need to refine their cosmological claims and models? The cosmological model. Webb's observations are forcing us to rethink our current theories about how galaxies form and evolve over time. Astronomer Hirano Miyatake from Nagoya University says, "Our discovery of the past still remains uncertain. If the data is confirmed, it means that the whole model of the cosmological model has flaws." Other astronomers also say that this is just a new beginning. We have more yet to explore. The James Webb Telescope exceeded the expectations of astronomers. It's a turning point in unlocking the mysteries of the universe. It's hard not to get excited about this new instrument's potential for discovery. The James Webb Space Telescope has more up on its sleeves. Not only will it be able to take in the light from the farthest reaches of the universe, it'll also be able to look into the cosmic past and reveal some of the earliest moments in the history of our universe. Who knows? Maybe astronomers will explore life on another planet. It is an incredible time to be alive because we live in a world where we can witness these amazing moments that change everything we know about our universe. James Webb Space Telescope is just an example of how humanity can explore the deepest mystery. It's just amazing how people think outside the box. A universe is a big place, and we've only begun exploring what it offers. We're just a speck on this planet, and yet we've explored nearly every inch of it. What's next? Humans have always been curious about the unknown.
All of that knowledge that wonders us, it comes because someone asks himself, what is that is out there?
Are you enchanted to know the future discoveries? Or perhaps you're haunted to know the unknown?